This experiment will be going over what will happen if we put an egg in a glass of vinegar. Vinegar is something that is commonly found in kitchens and is used specifically for cooking and baking. But we also can use it for cleaning because of its acidic properties. Although yes, it is acid, it is mostly harmless because most of it is water. But that doesn't mean it can absorb and melt down objects. Take for example, an egg. An egg is something that consists of a hard shell that is easily broken down with enough force. So in reality, it's only hard when nothing interferes with it. What if we combine an egg with vinegar? I wonder what will happen if that is the case. So I wanted to work on a simple experiment where I will put an egg in a glass of vinegar. I hypothesized that the egg will simply melt down into chunks and the vinegar will absorb the melted down parts and will change color. After 20 minutes, we can see that more of the water having more of a white coloring, which I can assume is from the egg that was broken down by the vinegar. And after 4 hours, the change is much more noticeable. The vinegar has more transparency, which I can assume that the egg absorbed most of the vinegar's acidic properties. Evidently, the vinegar also produced bubbles around the egg. And about 24 hours, the entire shell melted into the vinegar, but when I poured water over it, it still holds its shape. And when I tried to slice it with a spoon, it doesn't go through like a normal egg should. In fact, it feels more like a rubber ball, and you can see the egg yolk still looks like a normal egg yolk, because the vinegar only affected the eggshell. Although most of my hypothesis is wrong, the vinegar did in fact absorb most of the eggshell. Why did this happen? Well, I'll be going over what happened between the egg and the vinegar. Firstly, the eggshell is composed of calcium carbonate, and when calcium carbonate comes in contact with vinegar, which contains acetic acid, a chemical reaction occurs. The first thing that happens is that the carbonate is protonated by the acetic acid to make carbonic acid. The carbonic acid breaks down to form carbon dioxide and water. The overall reaction is just the sum of the two reactions given. Water and excess vinegar evaporated upon standing. Carbon dioxide is released into the air during the reaction. Upon the eggshell dissolves, the egg is surrounded by a membrane, which is actually two membranes but they are held tightly together. That is why the egg looks bloated. Thank you for listening to my egg vinegar experiment.